Hi guys, it's Joe Tommaso from the 15 Minutes With podcast. Our show is geared toward helping to keep not only teens but people in general out of our jails and prisons. Our show is unique in the fact that we use real inmates throughout the country and they explain not only about the cases that caused their incarceration, but why it's so important for people to stay out of prison and remain free. Speaking of free, have you heard about the newest and best way to put your podcast out there for the world to hear? Let me tell you about Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to produce and distribute your ideas, your podcast, and the best part, it's free. There's even a creation tool that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will even distribute your podcast for you so people can hear it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other listening platforms. You can even make money from your podcast, and there are no minimal amount of listeners required. Anchor is everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So what are you waiting for? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and get started.
Hey everyone, and thanks for listening to the 15 Minutes with True Crime podcast. I hope that everyone's doing well. I received multiple requests from people asking what caused some of those that we interviewed to commit their crimes and what happened during the commission of those crimes. In these next several episodes, I speak with Stephen Hayes as he goes over things with me that happened to cause the horrific Cheshire home invasion and what happened during the actual crime. He explains to me how Josh Karmasarjeski and he came up with the idea of doing a home invasion while they were still in a halfway house in Hartford, Connecticut. He also gives me details that have not previously been released about the planning and the commission of the crime. This is the second part of a 4-part series which goes into the planning and commission of the crime. Some of the details are disturbing and they may not be suitable for some individuals, so please use caution when reviewing them. Discretion is advised. If you like this show and would like to see it keep going and would like to see it get better, please donate to paypal.me/Joe Tommaso. Again, that is paypal.me/JoeTomaso. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, or if there's somebody that you might want me to try and interview, please email me at insidetherazorwire@gmail.com. Again, that is insidetherazorwire@gmail.com. Or you can snail mail us at P.O. Box 162, West Haven, Connecticut 06516. This information is being advised to me by Stephen Hayes, who is one of the participants. Joshua Karmasarjeski was contacted, but he refused to participate as he is currently appealing his sentence. This is our second episode. Okay, so I'm speaking to Stephen Hayes today, and we're going to go over the rest of what happened with the incident in Cheshire. So, Stephen, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to continue from where we left off the last time, that would be good.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure where we did leave off.
Okay.
I think I had mentioned that I got a pistol, a gun from somebody, and it was like, I think it was a week before Cheshire happened.
Now, was this a real gun or this was a fake gun or?
No, this was a real gun.
Okay.
And I got it with the intention of I was going to do a robbery, but then I decided I can't do that, so I was going to commit suicide.
Okay.
I had gotten rid of the vehicle that I had. It was really cheap. I was in the process of, I got some cocaine, and I picked up a working girl, and we were getting high. It was going to be my last night. I sent her over to get some bacon cheeseburgers. It was at, because we were in Hartford, she went over to Hooters to get some bacon cheeseburgers, and that's when I had planned to do it. I had pulled out the pistol, I packed my pipe, I did a hit, and I just put the pistol in my mouth when she came in the door. Apparently she wanted to know how I wanted the burger. Didn't tell her that because I had no intention of eating it.
Okay.
She freaked out when she saw the gun in my mouth. I had a note there that you can have everything, just grab it and go. So she ended up talking to me. She never went back and picked up the food. She gave me her story of what happened. I gave her mine. And I was still committed. So I had went and jumped in the shower. We had been talking pretty much all night at this point, getting high. I jumped in the shower, and when I came out, she looked like worried. I picked up my book bag, and
this is a call from Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Green. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
I was looking, and I saw the Coke was still there. My wallet was still there. So I just thought maybe she had, I don't know, I didn't know what to think. So I gave her what was left. I paid her, put the stuff in my book bag that I had, and got in the car and I left. And I went to the West Hartford Reservoir.
Okay.
I pulled out a pistol, pulled it out, and it wasn't there. She had taken the gun.
Okay.
I flew back to the motel. Got there, the door was open, and sitting on the table was a note that said, you have a lot to live for. I hope you forgive me for this. One day you will. And she said she didn't take the drugs or the money. She took the gun.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of the week, I spent working and, doing what I was supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And it came up to the final weekend. Friday, my mom had told me that I was out on Monday. I had the weekend, and, Monday morning I was going to be gone. Mm. It was because of a lot of the animosity that was going on between my brother and I. At this point, I had been relapsing. I had stopped going to meetings. I stopped working my program. Mm. So I definitely wasn't thinking clear. So Saturday, I had made contact with Josh, and then
this is a call from Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Green. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
I agreed to do the home invasion.
Okay.
So I parked at Stop and Shop. He picked me up. We went around looking, and the first house that he went in, I didn't go in. I stayed outside. Mm. He came back out, and I talked him out of it. I guess I think I said there were just too many people.
Right.
The second house, we went in. He went in. I went in with him. We went in through the back sliding glass door, and right away you can tell there was a bunch of college kids there. Mm-hmm. Like a frat house type setup.
Okay.
He had grabbed the knife, and he used it to cut something. And I told him, look, this ain't going to work. We got a plastic gun. Because the night before we had gone to Walmart, we had gotten the plastic gun, we had gotten the zip ties. I mean, that night we had, before we did the home invasions, we had went to, pick up the stuff.
Right.
Now we're in the second house, and I talked them out of it. I said, look, we can't handle this. There's at least 4 or 5 people here. All college males. We can't handle it. Mm-hmm. So I talked them out of it. We left. And then we went to the third house and couldn't get in.
Okay.
And by then it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. And we went back to his vehicle. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even have any money for gas.
Right.
The truck was on empty. And he gave me $20. I was under the impression that he gave me $20 from, his paycheck. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that he had actually robbed stuff from the house. Took wallets.
Right.
Never told me that. So that I took the $20. I think I put 10 in the tank, and I went home, and I had $10 left. And I know they made a big deal out of this, but because I had said I wasn't going to do it. At that point, I was giving up. But then as I was sitting on my mom's couch, I was thinking, I had called them up and said, look, I'm going to do this. I have to. I'm out tomorrow morning. I don't have a choice. Mm. And that's when he said he had the perfect house.
Okay.
It was a father, a mother, 2 daughters that were teenage, and he knew a lot about it. Mm-hmm. And so I agreed. I think it was about 10 o'clock. I left the house. I know during the day I had texted him, and when I had said that, I was chomping in the bit, or the horses want to get out of the barn and something like that. It was a comical statement, but it was made to go get drunk. Because by that point, I was doing a lot more drinking than I ever did because it was cheaper.
Right.
I didn't have a whole lot of money, and so I went. I wanted to hurry up and get to the bar to get something to drink because my psyche was frazzled. So I went and I had a couple drinks there, and then I drove and I met him at Stop and Shop, and we had gone to a bar. We had drove around, and that's when we parked and went into the house.
Okay.
It was about 9 o'clock. About 10:30. He had gone by. I dropped him off. He looked at the house. Said he wanted to canvass it. And then we drove around for a while. And